All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. Well, I just recently come in to my home for the day, and I realized that news is just my. It's everything is just happening so fast. Let me give you a rundown of some things I need to cover, and the reason why I make these videos is because the whole idea is for me to be able to give you wisdom and knowledge if you choose to take it, so you can be the ones to determine exactly what you're going to do and what decisions you're going to make. But at least I have presented you with an avenue for you to be able to do it with. Okay. All right. We know that President Trump, all right, we know that Robert Mueller's case, man, it looks like they're going forward with it. And it looks like that they're looking for an impeachment for the president. It looks like it's going to happen. Also, Trump is threatening a government shutdown if Chucky, Schumacher, and Nancy Pelosi don't get with the program. Now, think about that. He says, I will literally shut this government down if I can't get what I want. Whoo! Now, again, I got to continue to keep bringing this up because Ford is next. Listen, we're in what the world calls the holiday season. And there are a lot of people that are rocking and reeling and wondering what they're going to do. They have lost their homes. They're probably still in them right now. In a few months, they're gone. Because they don't have those high-paying jobs at GM no more. Now you got townships that's getting ready to shut down. I'm telling you, we are in a recession. Whether people like it, understand it, comprehend it or not, we really truly are in an economic depression. It's just that most people don't want to say it. And the reason why they don't want to say it, because they don't want to cause alarm. But what's the use of causing alarm and panic throughout the whole entire world when you already got people feeling it left and right? And I can tell you this, I've been watching the influx of GM commercials, even on the Xbox, because I don't have a TV signal at home. So I mostly watch stuff through Xbox whenever I get a chance. But the GM commercials is just literally off the chain. And you think all these thousands of people that have been laid off and fired, well, I ain't gonna say fired, I'm just saying jobs just literally gone away by GM. You think them things coming back? They ain't coming back. You think they're gonna buy a GM? They ain't gonna do it. That's the one reason why that GM is going belly up right now, because they're not making the same quality of vehicles. They keep turning around want to make new vehicles, but they don't want to improve on the vehicles they already have out there online. As a result, Toyota stock has continued to keep going up. GM stock is plummeting. So there's a lot we got going on. Then not only that, I just did a debate. You go back in my archives and put down debate. Pastor Dowell against Ron Young, and that's spelled Jung. And I just got finished debating Christmas and Easter. Now, the whole purpose of this is he had an agenda, and you could say I had an agenda. My agenda was to present the truth to people that they have never, ever had an opportunity to hear. Let's just go ahead and just admit it. You know, when you get comfortable with lies, I don't care if they're in a social, political, economic perspective or religious point of view, it makes no difference. A lie is a lie is a lie is a lie, and no lie is of the truth. And no truth can't even be associated with a lie. And so if there are fairy tales that we've been reared and raised in, listen, when we were children, we spake as children, we did things as a children, now we are adults. It's time to put away that foolishness and childishness. You don't want your children lying to you, so don't lie to them. I think it's a good debate for you to actually go look at, so that way you can actually hear and see for your own self. And I'll include it in the links below right here to make it easy for you. You'll hear whether I, Pastor Dowell, the Israelite, is telling the truth, or the theologian. The head schoolmaster, and the ruling elder, Ron Young, is telling the truth. I'll let you be the one to determine and decide. And I know what the issue is with people today. Most people don't want conflict in their families. And that's just the way it is. And most people are not willing to change because it's too painful. Yet still it's required of every single one of us. Whether we like it or not, economically in this country, we're changing. We're forced to make decisions now that we have never, ever been faced with before in our life. Literally, we are. And guess what? You don't have any choice. Now, here is the solution. Years and years and years ago, prior to the advent of YouTube, and I'm talking about 20-something years ago, more like 25 years ago, I had made moves. I had made moves because I could see the proverbial, what you call, writing on the wall. And the way I was able to see the writing on the wall is just by simply reading the Bible, believe it or not, and actually believing it and doing what it says. I'll give you an example. I'm in my home right now. I built this home. I literally laid almost every single block to this home right here, framed this home, and I've had Elder Doug and a few brothers help me finish this home. Years and years and years ago, well over 18-something years ago, all right? Think about this. I am in a building on land that is paid for, in my own home, that I built with my own hands. And guess what? Think about this for a second. Because of those choices and decisions, and people calling me all type of names and disparaging comments, cult, crackpot, kook, you're cult leader and all this other stuff, I did not let any of that deter me whatsoever at all. Now I'm in a position that if I don't even go out and work another day in my life, at least I own my home. And I have a couple of funds set by where I can actually pay the taxes on this thing every year. Is that not the position that you would rather be in, rather than going out here and getting into a mortgage, getting into one of these armed loans, and then the next thing you know, you lose your job, and then you've been paying on this mortgage for 15, 20 years. Now your job is going away, and I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not the bearer of bad news, I'm the bearer of good news, because I'm telling you what's going to happen before it even happened. There's even more of job crunch that's coming. Like I said in the video earlier before, Americans, get ready to lose your jobs, and they're being lost. You're going to have to make moves right now. You're going to have to make decisions right now. You're going to have to make choices right now, because the government is not going to be there to bail you out. The government is not going to be there to help you. They only help corporations. They just got finished giving GM billions of dollars only to tell you all, take a long walk off a short pier. Just take a long walk off a short pier, because we're not here to help you. And you can take this buyout. If not, we're going to be fired anyway. You just ain't going to have no job. That's the American way? No. I don't care what type of tough talk that President Trump and them try to do. Those jobs ain't coming back. And it's all an illusion. Smoke and mirrors, dog and pony show, circus. So start protecting yourself. You know, the other day, and it's not in here right now. The other day, oh, here it is. The other day I went to the store because I can sense it, I feel it. And I started buying even more so. For the last month, I have been buying at least 2 of these every time I go to the store, every single time. Rather than going out and buy a Starbucks coffee or some other stuff that you normally would buy, even though I don't drink Starbucks coffee, I'm just using that in general. Make the sacrifice to buy something that you'll be able to eat whenever the economy collapses, or i.e. government shutdown, or i.e. you know that there's plenty of room for natural disasters in America today. You can see it just as well as I do. Things are happening all over the place, and we have no explanation for it whatsoever at all. The weather patterns are all disturbed. Everything is literally turned upside down, and we continue to keep adjusting. Something many of us do. Continue to keep adjusting and acting like nothing is not happening. Listen, the next thing to go is Social Security and the government subsidiaries that they're actually giving out. By the time I get to the age of so-called allegedly collecting Social Security, it won't be there. It's simply just not going to be there. So let's just say, hypothetically, we have another 10 or 15 years. There are not too many pastors out there like me that's telling you to make preparations in order to preserve yourself. I'm going to say it again. Your government is not going to be there for you. Learn how to govern yourself and listen to wise counsel. And don't worry about it. The first people that will attack you is the ones who love the illusion and the delusion and the fairy tale that they're in now. You're going to receive great attack from your own family members and your own personal friends when you start making changes. Because remember, this thing is just like the Matrix. You know, listen, it's your choice. You can take this red pill or this blue pill. but all I do is offer you the truth, and the true straight way. I want y'all to be encouraged. We're going to talk about some of these things. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right.